decent hot here. Real. Okay. Like super infernal hot. Yeah. Radiation, I know. That's why I have the one that I have. Okay? That's why I have the one that I have. Okay? Yes. What are you doing? How's my buddy doing? Stretch it out. Okay, I'll get you one. Hold on, bro. Rohim, hold on, man. I got you, bro. Come on. Yeah, I got you, bro. You don't even let me to go meditate, do you? You just like, it's right up in my ass. I gotta put my shoes on and stuff on, okay? Hold on, man. First for everything, right? Wrong. Good boy. Good. That's my little dude. You're getting better. You don't lick my finger no more. Thank you. I'll put your one up in a little bit. You got like 2 of them. The natural things. Hey Snow, what's up, baby girl? Just waiting for a few more people to come in. I'm actually, I know what, I'm gonna go ahead and start talking because I didn't read last night because I chose not to. I didn't feel like it. I saw Tetra, her old man, and I saw Zach. Excuse the hair. I was outside getting my grounding and doing some old, I guess you could call it Shaolin exercises. Let me put these socks in these sneakers on. I gotta run out this morning again. So I chatted with them and then I went by the range. By the time I got to the range, they closed. It's still summer, it's still people coming, but it's slowing down now to where they'll go back, cut back the hours. So I was there till about like 6. Then on my way out, I saw them again. Zach loves to give me hugs, you know what I'm saying? And I saw some other kids that who were in high school, who I trained with. And one of them saying the same thing a couple other people said. He was like, yo, I'm thinking about going into Mexico and doing mixed martial arts. I was like, stay the fuck away from New Mexico. Unless you got a network down there, because some of these foreign Arab Mexicans will misuse you, get you involved in stuff that you shouldn't be involved in because they have no respect for you. And he was like, I kind of heard that before. So I said, just keep coming by and training. You know, we'll keep your training up. Excuse the shirt. We'll keep your training up and everything. This is my 3-button Kung Fu t-shirt. So I was actually wearing it and I didn't feel like taking it off. But he was like, all right, Sifu, he's the only one that calls me Mr. Red, Uncle Red, or Sifu. That's not what I want to discuss this morning, but it was a beautiful thing. And so I decided to come home and write. Now listen to this. So I got these little, they're not shoe boxes, but they're like shoe boxes, like you can carry ornaments, books and stuff. So my screenwrite that I've been doing, you know, I had like 6 of them. Well, I don't know. I think one day I was, because I'm not clever, but I have stuff around that I can just look at and go, there it is, let me grab it. And I was writing in there, and usually I have like 3 of them here, and I have 2 over there and 2 more upstairs, like different parts. It's like over, right now I've got like over 78 pages. Right. Well, anyway, we'll get to that. And it can be condensed down to about 30 pages. Get rid of all the ha blah blah. Because screenwriting means you have characters, you have semicolons, and you have each particular thing they do, time frames, music in the background, the ambience, is a dark room, it is the AM, you know, things like that. So I threw one of the boxes away that was pretty much full. About, as far as in the box is written, about maybe 15 to 20 pages. So I was writing, doing my best to remember. It's like that when I start cleaning, like if I clean this litter box and I see some boxes and stuff, and I know I've had packages or I've picked something up or somebody has brought something in, I'll put what I believe is garbage in the garbage spot. I don't put everything in a bag because you got to carry it. It rips. Even though I got the 3-ply, and I'm still looking just to make sure I'm not tearing everything up, but I have things compartmentalized, you know. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, I hope I didn't throw that part away, but I was writing anyway, just in case. The number. I'll probably be writing until I get like 2,000 pages, maybe 3,000. It takes a lot. For those who know about writing, unless you're using a ghostwriter and you just want to go with a hit and miss, that's on you. It's not about hit and misses with me, you know. But what I wanted to get on, it's funny how you have the EPA that wants you to be protected in your home with air. Okay, Rondo, what's going on, beloved? Yeah, I already got my baby girl. She's first up in the house. What's up, girl? Anyway, love her so much. Anyway, they going after Berkeley's water purification. Now it's funny how we had them going after the not the Mormons but the Quakers and the produce and stuff that they grew. You know, they built most of the RVs and stuff like that. They're hard working. When you want to talk about the Mexicans build a lot of stuff, but a lot of that stuff don't last because they don't build like we build. Not knocking them, because there are my brothers who I respect, and they're not carpenters or masons. So the reality is the reality. You want to pay cheap, you're going to get exactly, you know what I'm saying, as far as the narrative, you pay for what you get, which is not always the truth. I saw somebody put a post up, and I was not surprised by the individual saying the Negro is Gabriel. Is not, Indian was never called Negro or black until the 60s or 70s. Wrong. I really wish people would take the time to not pay attention to what they have did, but if you want to read books, there are tons to allude to the fact of where Negro comes from. But these are the individuals that are so hard pressed against the brother who was a Moor, you know, does his thing, and he's done pretty good research. Some things are questionable, but he's done his research. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not going to say no names on here when it comes to them. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And just listen. It's my morning. I want y'all to listen. It's Saturday. I want y'all to listen, baby girl. I want you to just listen. I just want you to listen. That's all I want this morning. So I'm going to throw out a lot of things that are beneficial and helpful, and I want y'all to research it. Don't go Google it. Don't do it. Because I can go beyond it. I just want y'all to listen this morning. Please, baby. I love it. Especially on the weekdays and stuff like that. But in the AM, just might be getting my shit off to assist people to look beyond where they're at. Google's fucking bullshit. All right, I accept it, but it's bullshit. Anywho, y'all know who I'm talking about. The individual. He's got a pretty good following, and I love it, and I love the fact that he's woke a lot of people up, and they accepted the reality of genealogy and everything else. He went a little hard against Nate Turner. I said Nate Turner is a fictional person. Actually, he's a real person. But the name, the story, all that is fake. Not every bit of it, because, yeah, he was murdered. But how the story is laid out, completely fabricated. Completely lie. But I'm not here to talk about this. Many people talking about it, and they're finding out more and more truth. Okay? Now, I have this PDF. Okay? And a lot of y'all, my baby girl was showing me something, you know, about when I watched it when it first came out, the gods, you know, about what you call Schoolcraft and whatever, Louisiana and all that. There's this guy named Henry Schoolcraft. I had the PDF. Y'all know I've got thousands of PDFs. I was conversing with somebody, and they said, "Oh, so and so did a video on it." That's good, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. Henry Schoolcraft is that's old history. And I'm surprised. I'm always surprised at people who never heard of these books. But then again, I'm literally the library buff, the guy who always liked to go all around the world and read books and expressed and told by certain individuals older than me, look into this book. And they wouldn't say nothing. Because, you know, where I come from, they say, go get this book and read it. They didn't say, this is what's in it. I don't see, I want to titillate you and say, this is what's in that book. You know, so that way, maybe I should go back to being old school and saying, man, I ain't telling you what's in that damn book. Nigga, just go get the book. I'm me. I am me for a reason. So, I'm going to read some of that here in about an hour and a half after I get off of this, all right? Might be a vitamin. I'm going to take, I got 2 bags of ice. I had to make all kind of room in my freezer, and the other one's in the fridge. So I'm going to be, after I get off of here, I'm going to cold water, Mediterranean sea salt, and 2 bags of ice, and sit in that for about 15 to 20 minutes. Yeah. I dread the moment. B vitamins, multi, especially fermented, really good for you. I don't hate it. I love it. I just dread, because you get in there, it shocks you. But it's a good shock, and then you just got to laugh, or you just be quiet and just deal with it. So anyway, right? Let me see if I have. Let me see. But regardless of the Berkeley, all right, stay on point. Excuse me. Here we go. No, that's not the one. Okay. Okay. No. What the fuck? All right. Okay, let me see. I'm just trying to make sure something moving around. Anyway, if you want to deal with Henry Schoolcraft, and I use the online book page, go in there, download the PDF. I'm going to read it to you guys. I'm going to have to dig the book out because I've had the book for a long time. I have not original copy, but a copy of the original, you know what I'm saying? And I was thinking about buying a newer one just because of aesthetics. I think it's like $14, $13. But anyway, we'll get to that. And but the thing with the Berkeley, this is just one thing. The EPA, it wants to regulate the cleanliness of your house, but it won't regulate air quality to the truth. Just like the FDA wants to regulate food, make sure it's safe, just like EPA wants to make sure your water's safe. It's not their fucking job. Because if it was, then we wouldn't have 6 to 7 different types of forever drugs in the fucking water. We wouldn't have the shit going on with the meat and the food. And what boggles my mind is people are resistant to things that may be beneficial. You know, there's people who want to believe I was a crackhead. Like, where the fuck that come from? Because my brother was? Like, because I lived around? Everybody lives around this. I think meth is the thing now. Like, niggas, I'm so done with stupid fucking people. You can't make this up. I know people who are crackheads. A lot of them ain't alive. I know a whole, and I'm sitting there saying to myself, so what? Man, breakdancing days, weed, dust. I done the cocaine. I can't stand anything that get me up here, bro. I can't stand none of that. So how in the, see what I'm saying? There's a marginalized line. Usually when somebody's asserting something, it's because it's where they're at. If somebody's putting this on you, and that's not far from who you are, that's because it's in their mental. Why is it in there? It's like the men who are always talking about he-she's. They probably had a gay relation, and now they've come to detest it. But instead of just backing away from it and leaving it be, because you can't dynamically, there ain't nothing you can do unless you better up the children to educate them. You're gonna beat yourself up with it. And we see a whole lot of that beating up stuff going on, and we see the Negroes and how they move and how they carry themselves. I'm not here to call people out. What I'm saying is, it's the truth. This is my Kung Fu t-shirt, you guys. Literally, like, from Newark, New Jersey, like 30 years ago. I got like 18 of these damn things. Kung Fu t-shirt, y'all. Trust me. People that know me in my Kung Fu suits. But anywho, they want to regulate stuff. It's not about regulating. I keep telling y'all, I'm looking at all these videos popping up, all these people that ate all them 1 cent and 50-cent burgers, and I'm like, good for you. I just wish more would have ate them. All right? Man, my hair, this is my, look, y'all. I'm sitting here, look, my hair, look, don't get it twisted, y'all. It's, this thing, it's like I feel like I got a, what you call it in my head. But anyway, you're dealing with that, and so they want to get with the Berkey. Berkey is water treatment. Let me see if I can pull one up what it looks like so I can show you better. Do I have one? No. I had one. All right, so Berkey water fiddles banned. Oh, they got something on here. See, I was conversing with my brothers down at the gunfighter range. I didn't even Google shit because I hate Google. All right, I really do, y'all. Okay, now a lot of people who prep and have bunkers and all that kind of stuff that knows that biological chemical agents can mess you up, and some of you probably already pulled it up and you know what it looks like. Now, Snoo, you could have pulled that up and showed them, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what it looks like, a picture of it. You can make these on your own. I always tell people, you know, you can make these. You don't have to buy what they have. It's real simple. So, excuse me. This is a Berkey, not Berkeley, a Berkey water filter. Now, these, when it first came out, they were buying them from China for cheap, but those were full of pesticides. They've learned that the hard way. Some people by catching cancer people who are on the History Channel's, what's that called? Preppers. And that's when they stopped coming from China. They were ceramic. They had a lot of chemicals and pesticides. Now, these are charcoal. Very easy to make, and they have some other things as far as 3 different layers of micro filters and stuff like that. Not hard to make, but a lot of people don't know to order certain things on Amazon or go to the hardware stores or the thrift or even Michael's. What's that? Well, Christian store, Hobby Lobby. And you can buy these things and build them. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, hi, Jason Choa. So you can look at these things, okay? Now, another thing I wanted to add to this. When I meditate, I'm going to give y'all something. My Hawaiian and my Hindu brother says, we probably don't want to say that on live. I says, y'all forget who I am. No, we know you're going to say it. We're just saying, 2 older guys, gentlemen. It's a brother who's Hawaiian, who knew Master Man Cleef. Guy I used to argue with on fucking Facebook. The guy's an idiot. Yes, Master Man Cleef was ex-Marine, Mason, knew my uncle. Lived in Hawaii for a long time. His family. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The black. Yeah. David Bell thought it was funny, I think. But anyway, unfriended me. I don't like what you're saying. Like, fuck you. I'm telling y'all just don't have an idea. You want to assume you think you know me, and you don't. Anyway, I'm going to say this. So right before I meditate, what I do is, let me turn this off. I do fold my legs in. I do that just for blood circulation. But now I just usually sit with my legs straight. Now I'll put like a pillow down and I'll sit up here in Indian style, that is not Indian, but the term, because that's how we always greeted the foreigners, the new foreigners, people we didn't know. And what I say is, y'all might say, it ain't that serious. Well, you say it 1,000 times a day. Every day, you start to believe it. Not only do you believe it, you're speaking power into something. Tomorrow doesn't exist. Yesterday doesn't exist. Today doesn't exist. I am infinite. And I say that after about 30 deep breaths of hyperventilation, after I've grounded myself for about 5 to 10 minutes outside, sun gaze, and I come in to meditate. And for those 15 to 20 minutes of meditation, I say that repeatedly. So not only do I believe it, I know it. I even have moments where I'm saying, I am not the name. I am not that name. What is going on when doing this is you are redirecting, refocusing, changing not just the metaphysical, but the molecular, the dynamics of it. You are infusing yourself with truth, not theirs. And this is what's troubling them, because the little monkeys don't know how to behave. Yeah, you don't come up in here and talking about some hi and all that stuff without saying hi to every. Yeah, thank you, Rondo. You could actually get rid of you can actually get rid of the idiot. I think you can hide him. You can get rid of him. I believe. I'm not sure, but anyway, because we're gonna have the little idiots come in here who are nobody. Trust me, they're not even kids. Anyway, thank you for handling that. I say these things over and over and over because it's imperative. I'll see these idiots with. I'm gonna share something with you. One more thing. Some of y'all may say, but you reacted. We've come before. Many of us come before. This time is different. We're going to acknowledge their idiosyncrasies, their stupidity, and everything else. But this time, because they want to, your governments and your people, you call leaders, I know y'all don't call them that, but your media, those dumbasses, because they want to implant it in your head, all the little secret under, all of them, they're waving a hammer and a sickle and they're stabbing you and beating you right now. The infiltrators, regardless. See, custodials can be anybody. A custodian can come up to you and says, you're a custodian. And fill your head full of all the knowledge, show you things that everybody else don't see. Just like niggas running around saying, you're the Anunnaki. It's possible. I'm not here to. What I'm here to say is, this time is different. They've been warned. And their little meat sacks and their little monkeys are going to run around because they have committed themselves to doing and finding things, even to attack, to keep you from those truths. First mistake is when they don't listen. Second one is when they don't listen. The third one, when there's no need for them to listen at all. It doesn't matter anymore. I have become tired of expressing to y'all what you're capable of. And every one of you, don't do nothing. Snoo does more than anybody. And she believes it. And let me tell you something. She's going to ascend quick. The rest of you still holding on to the world you're in. You ever heard of, you can't just cut and then chase? You can't do that. How can you cut something and chase it? You cut and you run. Why is that people are having a very hard time? Because of their insatiable appetite. Because you just don't know how to let go of where you were at. These people are your enemies. And I love watching the Pelicans just talk all high and mighty with their fake status, and not near one of them are doing anything because the feds already beat them to it. They created the January 6th. They created the drug emporium. They did all these different things. They're out there running around with Gucci suits on, they're better suits than that, doing hits and murders. They're leaving weapons in certain places. It's not all of them. Y'all need to remember, there's FBI and CIA. There are guys who are out there working in the field who are not allowed to be part of that part because they would interfere and do something. They must keep you following a blanket, following a slate, a clean slate, while they're doing the other part. I'm not here, like I said, I've always got to say, I'm not here to stop shit, not me. The messenger? No. I'm here for you guys to snap about your comb. Set aside them goddamn religions because you're not going to follow them. You're not going to study. You're not going to read. You're not going to search yourselves in it. So you're not going to benefit from it. Only the ones that are, and there's very few of them, they're going to benefit from the religions. The ones who are practical in it. And they'll be hunted and killed by those who are the fools of religion. Edicts, and this, that, and the other. So if you want to know who you are, go pick that book up. Besides, you know I've got a plethora of them. Oh, I wanted to say thank you. Excuse me. Still not enough. We still got a ways to go. T, my brother. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. And that's going with the so that's 110. Because y'all know I ordered a book and then I ordered a couple more with a couple of change. So it's 110 sitting there. Still not enough for the books that I'm going to order. I just looked at everything this morning about 5:30 when I woke up. Tired, you know. I'm just hugged to death by my little man. Oh, man. He has autism, but he's magnificent. He's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful youngling. Just amazing. I love the children. Y'all don't get it. These perversions, they believe in killing a child. Killing you makes them stronger. They actually believe even the Masons, I'm going to show you this, even the Pelican Masons will tell you it's borrowed. Masonry is borrowed. But you don't need Prince Hall's bullshit because what they're practicing is far, look, my uncle was a 33rd before he died of cancer. I've shared enough names, you can look in the books, Bowman, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole lot of Edinburgh Scotland. I can tell you the 90, 87, 85-year-old woman's names, and I guarantee they were more than a 33rd degree. I was in my 20s. That's why I laugh at all you people who join these little organizations, especially you Negroes, which alludes to Negro being Indian, as to reinstate that. I know a lot of you like, what do you mean? There are brothers who are telling about the term Negro alluded to being Indian or black was used to the 60s and 70s. Bullshit. Black was a creation of the 1700s that was being utilized quite often for our friends Nijis and for the Nagas. It was a derogatory term that they needed to make sure that it worked with all the wars going on. All the wars going on. And they want just a few wars. Because of our dumbass women, because of dumbass people and our dumbass men and our dumbass communities, allowed them to sleep with other men who are new. And they take them babies, because they took many other people overseas and they never fucking returned. And the terms would be utilized by those that were situated to normalize in 75 years from them points to start eradicating our history. which really could never be done. But these fools believe it, these Ashkenaz, whatever the fuck you want to call them, the minions. They took all our history and re-implemented and recreated it in a way and structured it in a way that's perversion, made most of our truth for history a myth. And it made the bullshit fact. And while carrying it out to which you see there's no perfection in it. You know, I got a couple of them in the Airbnb. Get off of there! Scratch that up, I'll tear your ass up. On, y'all know verbal. He just looks at me like this with the eyes get big like some Japanese anime, and I go, oh, and I go and get him a snack. But anyway, yeah. I'm out meditating, doing my stuff. And I stop, set up, turn around. He's looking, he's like, I'm like, yeah. Anywho, I don't want myself to get too worked up this AM, you know what I'm saying? Because, good boy, because it's real stuff. Anywho, all the treaties, the crayon colors of this, they had to eradicate our history, these bastards. Problem is, majority of the people are unaware because they're new. But they believe because of the fake history these bastards have been teaching them, that they're old. You know, my Mongolian brothers and sisters, that's what the fuck you is. From the Greater Tartary, you didn't find shit over here. Your ancestors knew about this place, and they knew we were here always. When they brought y'all here in the 1800s, late 17, early 1800s, you had ancestors that came here as shock troops, and they got their asses handed to them. They're a little darker, a little different from how you look, but they got their asses handed to them real quick. That's how the Ashkenazis feel about you. They sent them here when they took over the Vatican, well, they created the Vatican, created it. In a place that was never meant for the perversions they created in sacrilege. And every one of you that came here were decimated, completely gotten rid of. I'm talking about bones ground down to powder and dismissed by way of the oceans to return back to the lands they belong. Facts. 100% facts. Then they said, oh, wars are still going on. Then they let go of some weapons, some electric thing that pulsed and anyway caused a lot of torrential tsunamis and rains, then muds that were, you can't even imagine how high the mud was that was coming just, and it was all over, except for some islands. Some islands became, like I said, the level of water is 400 feet higher than what it's supposed to be. And sometime after that, quickly too, after hunting down people still stuck, buried, and decimating and murdering them and killing them off, they brought y'all over here on boats. And they had some of your young youth ones who were a little older, and those are the ones that when they created these boarding schools, new ones that was tested in Florida by the Spaniards after ousting the French, to which the French still were here because they're all one and the same. Created asylums out of big meeting places of ours, not healing centers, but meeting places. And they turned those into asylums that never existed on our soil, just like Two-Spirit didn't exist. What the fuck is that? Anyway, and here y'all are. Y'all weren't even the Cabbage Patch Babies. That was the pale skins and some of them Negroes from Europe. To be adopted in, to be miseducated, and to betray us from the inside out. Whenever you wanted to destroy somebody, think of Troy and the Trojan horse. Something that they implement on the regular. Read Sun Tzu, Art of War. And y'all ever read that? Y'all know I got the book. I've shared it before. Would y'all like for me to read that book and just run right through it? Y'all have no idea how to understand half of it. In the military, a lot of us read it. just over and over and over. And then they would, you know, some of them who wanted to get out and get rich, they implemented it in their businesses and everything else, and that's why they became very successful. They understood it. But yeah, y'all are not indigenous to this goddamn lane. I'm still seeing you monkeys on TikTok. That's the dumb ones. And there's enough who know this truth. They've accepted it. And I'm still seeing a bunch of you dummies. While I'm here, they walk around with their heads so far up their ass like they got their own little speed of supply. All this going to be destroyed. As far as how you perceive and perceive it. They always feel so safe in these little numbers. Stupid. They don't pay attention. And that's why a lot of the guys who are veterans don't. They get up and they move to a place where they feel like, okay, we can probably deal a little better in this area. But the people that just grow up living the lie, they don't have a clue. And the funny thing is, most of the kids tell them you need to get away. You know, they try to do it. They attempt to do it the most subtle way. And they go, Red, I don't know what to do with my family. Man, look, I'm your family. We family to earth, bro. And see, they respect me on that. It's these monkeys who don't know no better, who push in a different dynamic, who have this racist ideology, this and that, because they are so perverted in their life, they can't accept the reality. But there's thousands of books that put us here, and me being an artist, and after circumventing all these books based on the Revolutionary and the Civil War, I can't find one painting of you motherfuckers nowhere. I can't even find y'all pushing buggies with donkeys and mules in the old Tartarian buildings that no longer stand. But there we are. I can't find you motherfuckers nowhere. Not until the goddamn 21st century and all these new age fucking books. Why did I put Chief Dragon Canoe up there? Because I put an original and Alamy picture up there that's a Negro distinctly. And all of a sudden you start seeing them use that motherfucker from Dancing with Wolves and all these other monkey motherfuckers to change his narrative and history of his and perception of who he is. And even a motherfucker that kind of looked like the old Sicilian Iron Eyes Cody. You sons of bitches are sick. And then you got these little young monkeys running around thinking they're debating and debunking some shit. And then I look at the shit they're using and I'm starting to realize, oh, wait a minute, they're photoshopping some shit too. These motherfuckers are so stupid. Majority of them with so-called East European and African blood. And then they get with these companies by way of a name. Until I have a friend of mine, well, I was at the house. He called me and said, Ray, I want you to come over here. Huh? A Bagay, Navajo. I did that 23andMe. He did like 3 or 4 different fucking DNAs. And he says, I sent his dog. Charisma loved his dog. She was a beautiful, wonderful dog. Anyway, so we're sitting there. He's like, I waited till I got them all here for you, brother. You know, and so big motherfucker too. He's ripping them open. Let's see what we got. Now this is, I'm not gonna say his dog's name. His dog's sleeping. I'll only say mine because we belong to each other. Charisma. So, and Charisma and the dog right at my feet, not at his. Right in the house, and he's opening them, and we start looking through it, you know. And he says, man, okay, you probably ain't lying. So this one, I'm Scott Irish, I'm 15% native. I says, if you only knew what native really meant, that means you got some of us in you, bro. And because you have some niggas running around, we ain't natives, they ain't no stop paying attention to these stupid motherfuckers. All right, anyway. And then he pulls the second one out. And even one of them had a 65% sub-Saharan African. Dutch or European, something European, whatever fuck, but as far as it has the Dutch, German, you know, it has the different things. Deutschland, and I forget what all it means. It had Asian, it had, one of them had him at 90% Asian. Didn't say Mongol, and like, you know, it has Pacific Island, and like, weird shit like Pacific Islands. Wait a minute, those are niggas too. This is what I'm saying. He realized that it's all bullshit, but when he got to the dog, his dog was more native than him. That mean that we fucked the dog? No, I'm saying is it's all bullshit. Entertainment. And by way of names, because of Begay, you would have thought they would have got it correct. But what he didn't do was put Begay on one of them. And that was the one that was the most retarded shit I had ever seen. And me and him, we sitting up in there, and he drank Old English 800. And so I drank Old English 800 with him. We got drunk playing video games. The old lady came home. I said, I got to get back to the house because Knucklehead be over there in a minute. And I was working on the roof, and I want to head out anyway because I had to go do something, you know. So some of y'all have a hard time. I remember walking around and asking you, what's your blood type? And every time one of you motherfuckers, because y'all paid to say this, I don't know. Can't even just say lie and say, oh, I'm O positive. See, in the military, we get to see what your blood type is during combat. You wear it. You know, the motherfuckers are going to combat and all that shit. And when it don't matter where you at, in the front or the back, you have your blood type, it's on your fucking dog tag. I'm not here to beat you up. I'm here to stop the bullshit. You should look at the enemy who created your diaspora, your new diaspora, and stop being so inconsiderate and fucking stupid. Now you Pelicans sitting out there and you dumb niggas, because I know brothers from so-called Africa and a whole lot of other places who don't respect some of you motherfucking niggas who call yourselves African and you from there. And you come over here to play the game with the pale skin. You probably can't go back because they probably kill you. I don't advocate violence. I'm just saying a fact. I've heard that story many times. But you think you're going to get over here? You think it's going to work out for you, huh? Because you see what they're doing? They're doing, the ones who are doing it, they're not here. Because see, they know what may happen. They expect what may happen by our people. And you dumb motherfuckers, because you're so grafted in, that even if you start running and clamoring for the return visas of flights and boats to get back, well, that George Orwellian shit is just another factor. It may be too goddamn late. But stand your ground. Eat opposite of what our people eating, and believe that's the cornerstone of your survivability. You're on the wrong fucking earth, the wrong soil, the wrong fucking time. These sick motherfuckers who are playing their part. Now I'm here to tell my people, you're gonna see shit, real or not. A lot of y'all ain't gonna live up to it. I don't care how you walking around and moving around. You're not gonna live up to it. You're gonna freeze. You're gonna second guess. You're gonna question. Should I? Motherfuckers are knocking on the door. You're gonna sit there. Because the thermals, motherfuckers are probably already watching. Because you don't know how to take something like, just like here. You probably don't know how to take something like this and don't have it where you can put it up very quickly. You probably don't know how to take something like this and have it where you can put it up very quick to defer the thermal all throughout your place. You probably don't have lead and magnets. Well, you probably don't know what to do with them anyway. I guess I'm the inventor, right? I bet you don't even know how to boil your urine down and get sulfur from it. Do you? Best urine to get, fast for 2 days. And then when you urinate, save that urine. It's not hard to boil down with one chemical and create some of the most potent sulfur. As far as manganese, you got to figure that out yourself. I'm not telling no instructions. I'm only alluding to certain things about survivability. How many of y'all go to the river and collect different grades of sand and pebbles? How many of y'all have loaded up on those things before all this went down that they can taint and chemicalize, which you need to run under hot water with certain salts and stuff like that to remove those things in case you want to create some kind of filtration device? How many of y'all are still running around your house because of little bugs and spiders and silverfish and all that, spraying Orcon? Honestly, how many of you? This is about tea, y'all. The enemy's going to enemy. You just don't have, the stupid don't have to continue to stupid. You get what I'm saying? And some might say, oh, he's not really being careful talking about the stupid. No, I am. I have to be careful. It's not because of, no, I'm not worried about it. No, I have to be careful because, like I said, baby steps. And the majority of you ain't going to take heed to it anyway. When I'm sitting there talking to the Mongols, y'all think I don't walk around here saying the same thing? I went to a couple of Jews I saw that I hadn't seen them at the store for a long time. I'm like, where y'all been at? Oh, we went to Israel. Israel? You went to Palestine? So-called Palestine? And because I am, that's, yeah. And I remember I said to the son was with the father, I says, you know y'all are fake. Huh? I says, I see your garb. That's not even traditional. That's some made up shit. And it was outside the front of the store by the wood. And I says, you're fake. I says, are you aware what your ancestors have done to people around the earth? Come over here and allow my people and create all this shit. And you walk around so abundantly like everything is okay. Do you hold your ancestors in contempt? And he told his son to go to the car. And he says, yes, I do. Just like that. Buddy of mine who always bought a vodka for the good shit, because I don't want the old guy. I had to get his legs and get him some compression socks. Because anyway, old Navajo guy used to ride horse rodeos. When I first came here, he's straight up carrying a stick, drunk. So I bought him compression socks, and I got him a nice little back brace because he walks with a little. He's about damn near 89 years old, and he always goes, hey, brother, hey. I was like, I got you, old man. Stop drinking that garbage. And so I'll go put him in the truck. He don't stink of nothing. Take him over Fred's and get him the good shit. You know what I'm saying? We all want to believe in everything we come across and what we know. And I keep saying, like, if you haven't studied that astute, some things should be left alone because we are beyond the we Indian shit. Like when I pulled out that little information the other day, I did that on MySpace and people laughed at me. Everybody laughed at me. When I says, wait a minute now. India wasn't even called India until 1950 goddamn 4 or 39, 54, 59. Wasn't. Nope, don't even go over the movies. They were circumventing and trying something different. Just like we are the true Orientals. Naga, where do you think the word come from? A nagu, a nigga. See, just like when they were telling the reverse story, I told you I've been to Japan a number of times. Been up there to visit the original Anu people. Saw pictures of these black motherfuckers, and I'm looking at them. What happened to y'all? Survivability's a motherfucker. That's why you got these Ashkenazis going back to Japan over the last 20 years. We come here to get the Jews. And you see these dumb pan fripped of the fuck niggas, right? Running around with the black samurai that left there and went to Africa. How about the one that came over here? I told you about look up the Hattah people, but I think they've been hidden that history because that is how important it was to know these things. Because when I came back, I actually went to the library and was reading up very astute on the Hattah people who came from here, the actual place of the Orient. But because of Hollywood, by the same fucking bastards, you have a different perception. And a lot of people want to dismiss everything like, well, we're going to hold on to black. Well, black alludes to the fact of Negro, and Negro alludes to the fact of Indian. But has one and the same and nothing to do with either. I keep telling you that we're more than that. And then religion was created to make sure you turn away, just like they gave you I broke down the Tamale of God. I hope y'all went back and watched that video. But I broke it down. And I gave you all these different names, depending on one consortium, over 6 million, and the other one, over 64,000. And yet nobody wants to study that stuff because you don't know no fucking better. Y'all all think you know everything. And I'm always watching your stuff. And I watch when y'all make statements. I'm like, that is so reckless and careless. And that's how we fuck our people up. Instead of giving them baby steps and saying, this is the reason why I say this, or how about you take this reference and this source of information and do the research? But some of you are so on so high fucking bullshit seats that you think that you didn't establish, but you just made the fuck up. And you keep putting this information out there as if you fucking right. And nobody can tell you different. I'm older. I'm 60 years old. What the fuck that got to do with knowledge, the source of it, and its truth? Every time I'm talking about, yeah, my grandma, great grandma, and I knew my great grand uncles, and I'm asking, well, how about you? You always got this new age monkey that come around. Yeah, me too. All of a sudden, and I go and look at the history, and it's like, this nigga's full of shit. There is no need to have to want to belong to something that's an unnecessary need. It's like a double evil. When you already belong. Everybody belongs. Like, what the fuck is the problem? I said, oh, man, Ray, you kind of look like an Australian. Nigga, we're Australoids. Regardless, by the term. It's a made-up term. I'm not saying you are Australoid. I'm saying by the definition. Yeah. Stupid motherfucker. God damn. I'm like, am I the only artist that studies the history and paint pictures and draw shit of people here in antiquity? Or is it that these retarded motherfuckers, all they do is this, and they think they're thinking? Think they're thinking. It's one thing to be thinking, another thing to think you're thinking. If you gotta speak that into reality, motherfucker, stay the fuck away from me. India is a corporation. No. This was India. This is the Orient. Now, whether you want to pronounce it N-E-G-A or N-E-G-U, this is it. They're established by Dutch Ashkenazis. Everything outside the corporation is established outside to create different compartments when it all was one. Like Nubia was in existence like Egypt everywhere. But nobody wants to sit there because you're not going to have fuck-face Umar, faggot-ass Gabriel. They're not going to say this because they're part of the consummation to one place and one place only. In its entirety based upon their ignorance or they're paid to do it. But history alludes to a different fact, but most niggas won't pick up a book. Malcolm told their ass that when he went to Africa and came back, in Harlem he says, wait a minute, you and I are the actual people of this fucking land. But see, there goes how Farrakhan is still fucking alive and all his little minions around him, some of them feds. And nobody wants to see that for what it is. High-ranking Master Farad was a master of deception. 41 to 42 different identities. 1939, he created the Hebrew Israelite movement, Islam movement, and all that shit. And people talk about, there were Minarets over here. Nigga, Tartary was a beautiful place. If you want to believe in their narrative, Moors in Spain and all that, I tell people all the time, go right ahead. If you don't want to cut the cheese, get the fucking mold away from the good part of the fermentation, which is actually kind of beneficial, then go ahead and stay on the fucking side of the mold. And that's what most people are dealing with because nobody knows how to decipher or put it together because they're not acquiesced or really done the studies other than going to motherfucking Yale, Harvard, Brown, or whatever the fuck they went to. If that's the case. Real shit. I hit that motherfucker and says, I love to debate you, nigga. Be all eloquent with your little missed fucking words. I've got just a handful of things I'll say to you. The motherfucker didn't respond. Because I destroy him. See, some people get in themselves where they at. Oh, yeah, you know, I'm over here, so I got a certain way about me, so I'm going to carry on like this, like a nigga moment. I don't do nigga moments. I could walk around like an oligarch because I kept this going for so goddamn long. I remember Randy Key got broken, punched it. Remember, I think Dennis Crawley down in the with a rock high school down there in the little Glen part, ran building that broke Randy Key's jaw. You know, the one who murdered his ex-girlfriend. He was on dope and killed himself. Crib brother of ours. When he broke his jaw, it was because I was telling him who we are. And Randy Key was making fun, and I was like, but see, it was fun. And then there was something else going on, and Ease didn't have a like for Randy for some other reason I ain't know nothing about. But it was enough, because you know I used to hang with Dennis Crawley's grandpa, right? Mr. Crawley, one that used to be in Mount Municipal, used to tear the precinct up and break the cuffs off, break them. He was strong as fuck, but they always drink his vodka with my pops and all of them. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Crawley, right? Yeah, grind the teeth. You know what I'm talking about? Even at his age in his 50s, he was stronger than a fucking ox. I used to always go and see him because I had to go pick up my hidden box of Marlboros with all the joints in it, the ones that Reg got me in trouble with. over by the Rand building, stealing and trying to sell, end up locked up. And what does the big brother do? I walks my ass right into the municipality and go, those are mine. That's when I said I'm gonna leave. I'm going in the military. I was working Rebel, I'm touching, swung on a couple of teachers, hit the principal, remember? History. Said, get his ass up out of here. My grandmother came, nigga, you crazy. You ain't no different from your father and your grandpappies. Anyway, I walked this life, and I can be an oligarch. I can say, hey, look, I've been keeping this going longer than any and everybody. When I was in New York, over in Harlem, in Brooklyn, when I was meeting the sister that was actual writer, with Third Eye book, you know, the actual writer to which called to sitting down and working over in Apollo sweeping. Yeah, I made it my fucking business. I was always, for some reason, put in the right fucking place at the right time. And if you wanted to find me, people say, go to the 14th Street, over there, with that little smoke thing, whatever the fuck, I forget what it's called. And down the back street past the movie theater, you got the little place over there with the comic books. You get all the Dark Horse comedies. I'd be over there, all the art, some of the models, because that's my shit. Or I'm at the library. I'm on 14th. I'm hitting all the different restaurants. I graduated from the Institute of Culinary Arts on 14th Street. So I'm always over there, working with the dogs, my service dog, and doing capoeira and Tai Chi. And people like, go find Red in the park, in the comic book store, or at any of the libraries between Avenue Americas, down there in Buchanan Street, blah, 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 blah. That's where I always was. Or I was at the Apollo Theater, or I was at one of the offsite, like when Denzel Washington was doing an offshoot, doing a one-man show. I was there every other night. Then I had to pay for shit. Sipping wine until he came on. It's what it is. You know, 275 fucking pounds, a 5'10" nigga, walking around, guardian angel Tam. Here's my original hat. Matter of fact, I went into the shed, pulled a book out yesterday, and I forgot. This is a very, very old ass original. Curtis Lewa gave me this one because I was on the street and they had no more hats. This is my original hat. The Neptune Beach parades and all that shit. I used to have for the 13, the brother in Newark. You know, Big Judge, remember the brother in Newark that got shot by the cop, running that get help for a motherfucker that had an accident, and the cops murdered him because he was a solid motherfucker when the Guardian Angels was in Newark, New Jersey. So I used to have the upstairs, my beads hanging off the side of the TV, black and red and white beads, you know, and a couple of things from my Puerto Rican brothers over there, representing Puerto Rico. The 13, all the angel which calls, I keep those locked away. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. So a lot of people say, yo, man, Red, you probably want to be keeping this going. I says, I don't know. There's the people who I got with, who I talked to, people from Chicago, Detroit, people who I grew up with. We didn't talk a lot where I grew up with. I didn't know people was running around. I thought when you say black, it was mean gonna get your ass whooped. That's all that meant to me. I thought everybody knew we was originally of this land. We didn't have no motherfucking Mongolians running around. We had a bunch of pale skins trying to play. They wouldn't say nothing around us, play like they were the natives. But most people aren't aware of that. Italians and all these motherfuckers, I'm like, yeah, I'm American Indian up in the Eagle Rock and all that shit. Because they displaced all the actual Negroes up there in Jersey, the fucking fake Jews did. That's what I do. I worked literally in Thomas Edison's building for 2 years. I knew two of the oldest motherfuckers that was kids, little children, that worked in the fucking little camera thing that says he didn't create shit. I'm the one that been putting that information out. The fuck I've been doing? Any of y'all been putting it out there? Share the shit. But see, people everybody wants to be this big thing, and I can shut all you motherfuckers down. I would like to see people stop thinking they know everything they're talking about and actually research the shit and share the shit the way it should be shared. So if somebody comes across it, because this minute shit y'all talking about, like you think you really know what you're talking about, you're making fucking big mistakes. And I don't go beating you up when you're posting this, that, and other. You motherfuckers gonna find out and it's gonna be too late. Or you're a distraction on purpose. And then motherfuckers gonna see you for what you are, and some of you think you're just gonna be able to fade away. That's not how it works now. You better shape the fuck up. There ain't no shipping the fuck out. putting that shit out there without doing, because you feel some kind of a fuck. We're not feeling police, and fuck your feelings. Reality is, we're living in a very perverse time. It has been for a while. Everybody wants to fight. Man, they don't have no direction or focus. I keep telling you, World War III has been on for a minute. But you motherfuckers still believe because they got you comfortable. The frog, the lily pad, the cauldron. You know how to make feathers with your wood? You know how to find what's butter, which burns really good from a tree. Excuse me. I'm gonna have to start putting some honey in there. Huh? Well, you get stoked, you get the fire going, you start stoking the motherfucker, and frogs get comfortable. Before you know it, them bitches is ready for some goddamn. For those of you who like to eat a whole lot of frogs and weird shit, you got some frog goddamn legs. That's what y'all are. Y'all pretty much about to be done. And that's all the way around. And because I always people talking about you want to segregate, and see now you know what the fuck I'm talking about. What you got to say now, pale skin? Huh, opaque nigga? Well, if you want to segregate, why you and somebody we all come together? Because you motherfuckers have been wrong your entire goddamn lives. That's why. You come from a fucked up consortium of misaligned genes who need gene therapy, nigga, and more son. And you need to wake up out that slumber of a lie you've been. That's why they put you there and created you out of them goddamn cabbage patches. It's a big joke to slap in your face, but only you motherfuckers, and they put you against us. Oh, you're not great, motherfucker. You really ain't one shit. We still here. You're just running around in the perverse. And then in a certain place that you've been allowed, it's because a handful of people that were left there after our towns were flooded, people murdered in their sleep, I'm serious. You think you did something. You ain't do shit. Now you're running around bringing more harm, you stupid motherfuckers. That's why, because my people need to hear what they need to hear. You need to hear what the fuck you need to hear. But together we can accomplish a whole lot more instead of being fucking stupid. And I ain't talking about these goofy ass politics. There's a no win-win. That's why I said segregate, motherfucker. And you ain't got to worry about me laying with your woman unless it say nigga and black on they shit. But nah, I like my sisters. I like that brown curve and that chocolate. Yeah, that bumping and the stumping. I'm not with all that other goofy shit. And then you got all these motherfuckers walking around because they got all our women's phenotypes, right? And they just think they just shit with their hair. I'm like, nigga, I don't want to be tangled up in all that long shit. No, this is not hate. This is just fucking reality. It's not a perception about it because I've dated a couple of Puerto Ricans. I've been with an Ashkenazi woman. I've been with a... No, it's not about that. Pussy's the pussy to me. It's the mind and the spirit behind it. And I felt a whole lot of emptiness coming from them motherfuckers. Just give me my sister. There's a lot of rhythm in that motherfucker. That's all I know. And it's solid. And it's beautiful. It's segregate so that way they can know how wonderful they are. And remove the perversions created by these dynamic motherfuckers. And they can get back to really living and truly knowing what love is. Because there's not 100 different types of fucking live. There's only one kind. And 99.99.00.99 of you motherfuckers don't have a fucking clue what love is. If you did, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be on this motherfucking platform talking. Fuck you, man. Right? Keep going misguiding your people thinking you're going to get a motherfucking one-up. That's what's wrong with our people now. Everybody wants to betray one another as if it's the fucking answer, the conclusion to it all. It's just a bunch of dumb motherfuckers. I don't care what your profession, what costume you wear, and how much you've been shut up, and if you're eating different from everybody else, you know what not to touch, where not to go at certain hours. It don't mean shit. You're betraying. That's what the fuck you're doing. The problem is, there's an end to it all. Now I mean a a very complete fucking end. Let's say everybody here is eradicated. And the motherfucking monkeys are running around doing their thing again. There's an end to them too. Yeah. They just want to know how they can avoid that. This one's unavoidable. Very unavoidable. They have this thing going around, right, where they say, hey, look, be careful of the vitamin D's you take. Yeah, don't take the synthetic. Get the plant-based. Make sure it's not going to be FDA approved because they don't want to regulate anything that can benefit or help you. They work for Big Pharma. But you're supposed to be concise and know what B vitamins are in. You should know the importance of it. But I always say, why are you worried about that when your ass can stand out in that sun for 12 hours? You're ODing on vitamin D then. That's not a fucking problem. See, if you start believing something, cause and effect. See, if somebody gives you that, hey, too much multi-B vitamins and, you know, well, yeah, synthetic form is stringent on the very liver and the body's functionality of processing it. The sun is natural, right? But now, in order to know difference, isn't B vitamin, isn't it a mineral? So the more minerals you put in, what is the best ways to get your amino acids? Wouldn't it be mineral water? Not that shit's Pfizer, whatever the fuck that shit's called, in them green bottles and Pellegrino. That's not mineral water, bitch. That is some carbonated bullshit, like the carbon they putting on the steaks to keep that dye and everything in that bitch so it looks appeasable because you become cartooned the fuck out with commercials. Because I've been cut up and butchered enough cows and shit like that to know that that meat doesn't look that way. But you haven't. Any of y'all ever hooked a cow and got the skin in it? Guts and heart and all that different shit and watching a motherfucker eat the shit raw like, nigga, hell no. But that's part of who they are. They can get away with that because of their blood type. Have any of y'all ever done that? Have any of y'all skin clean a rabbit? You just, and the guts come right out and the skin, right angles, you rip it right off. And there you go, put it on the stick, rub it with some motherfucking lemongrass and shit that you can bulbous, what you call grass you can find in the lakes around Georgia, Louisiana, Florida and all that. Keys, stuff it in there, some apples and shit. Take a little motherfucking shoelace that you don't need and stick it right through the skin and tie it down and put it on the spit and roast it over them coals for about motherfucking 8-9 hours. Oh, that's right. I put in some of them motherfucking leaves and throw it on the coals in the ground and cover it with dirt and come back motherfucking 12-13 hours later and you got your roasted rabbits. Oh, that's right. Y'all don't know nothing about that. So when you go in the store, you look at that, you commercialize. You see it for what it is, you take it. What's the benefit of it? No, y'all never done that. So, and that's why I can't really stand meat. I push it. I push the envelope for y'all so I can turn around and tell you these things. You go out in that sun, you get all the vitamin D you can. There's a reason why they want to black out the sun. Everybody thinks it's because the cause of health, as far as breathing, this, that, and other. No, motherfucker, because the sun is important to the earth. Who the fuck wants to do something like that? But somebody not from here or somebody really mentally fucking... Are y'all aware that if you want to increase your vitamin D, you can actually get a blue ray, a blue light? You can't look at it with your eyes, though. It's not the same as the sun. But it has the same factors of stimulating the motherfucking skin. Any of y'all know about that? You know you can build one? See, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody's talking about the same goofy shit. Facebook, TikTok are the dumbest motherfuckers. Instagram, YouTube. Everybody's talking about the same goofy ass shit. But nobody's expressing anything for anybody to actually benefit from, to have help articles, study, and research as a source of reference, the things I'm talking about, and finding a key part to benefit them in a way that's beneficial to everybody around them. What do we need along with what is on our minds? Exactly. But we speak it, we literally in unison and together can speak things into existence. The problem is niggas don't even know how to come together because everybody thinks they're greater or better than the other, bad, tougher, or this, that, and the other, and you're none of that. Niggas don't even have a fucking plan. And all you motherfuckers think you got a plan. No, your plans are selfish. It's only for yourself. Let's see how that fucking works out in the next motherfucking 4 or 5 years. Hell, 7 years? 4 or 5 years. Let's see how the fuck that works out. I want some more. Only 1 cup a day, y'all. God damn, I want some more. That stuff's so good. That Rise coffee really is good. I'm about to start buying it, though, because I'm starting thinking they're going to start mitigating. And I'm surprised BlackRock and them ain't bought them out already. Depending on where they're getting the shrooms from. Got to be careful with things you buy now these days. You know what I mean? Get your ass in that sun. You see what's going on with North Carolina and the East Coast? And it's not that it's so crazy, but you're not paying attention to what's happening in Turkey and the Cayman Islands. Y'all haven't looked at what's been going on around the world, have you? Egypt. Man, listen, man. Y'all heard what's going on with the canal? Suez Canal? I've been through that motherfucker about 4 or 5 times on big ass ships. One time mounted up on a 50 cal. Big ass goofy green helmet on. Looking like a fucking retard out there. I'm just asking y'all, man. Japan. Like, every time you see something happen, it's them testing something. Making sure it works. They don't give a fuck about lives. Who does that remind you of in the stories I'm reading? I'm really getting tired of talking on these platforms. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, but I love reading. Yes, as I stated, the elders got together and they burnt certain things. You know, down in, I don't know, is it Peru? There's a flower that if you administer it appropriately in the right amount without killing somebody, you can make a person do everything you want and they will have no memory of it. But now there are medicinals that you can make everybody go to sleep on and they have no memory of yesterday or yesteryear. Now, it doesn't last forever because all the information is within your DNA. Every fucking thing. Where you've been, how many times you've been, if you really came back. That's why when everybody's talking about I'm reincarnated, how so? I mean, the word didn't come out of nowhere, but a lot of people don't want to get into the reincarnate. They don't want to break it down, the etymology of each motherfucking word. They don't want to get into that. But they want to speak it because they heard it somewhere else. And they be like, hey, look. And their mental aspirations for something other than who they are. Not saying in divinity, because most people, if they really knew they were reincarnated, if there was such a thing, right? Like as such, by the staple of what it is, they wouldn't say a goddamn thing. That means that they would have, in hindsight, psionic abilities, to be able to move things. They would have other abilities to be able to speak without moving their fucking mouth and make rocks level. Yes, real, for real. They would know certain designs and stuff for certain things to hide amongst so other prying eyes couldn't see it, whether it be at a flat surface or against the wall with a certain non-oil based paint of some sort, pretty much natural, that can't be seen through the walls. That's why I really don't listen to a whole lot of folk when they talk. They talk a whole lot of bullshit. No baby steps. And they want you to accept everything they goddamn say. I'm not telling you to accept not the goddamn thing I say. But yeah, Big Jerks. You can put, there's certain things out here you can put people to sleep with and they won't remember fucking yesterday. Hell, they won't remember the moment they fell asleep. And our people, our elders did it to us. But everybody can have total recall. The problem is nobody wants to have it because they're looking at their ailments, their sicknesses, where they're at, and how they feel. And they're leaning on that. What's the benefit of that? The anguish, the angst. I've been reading more and more on anxiety to have a clearer ideology based upon it. I've shared you why I went through it, and it's based upon my pain. Because my pain tolerance is very high. And I speak that because it should be. I mean, it should be higher than that. And your body, when it gets to a part where you've broken it so much, your body will tell you, sit your ass down. Nigga, sit your ass the fuck down. I don't care who you think you are. And you're going to fucking sit. You're going to sit your ass down and you're going to start reaching like this, like you in the motherfucking lake, and you see the light going away and it's getting darker and darker, but you don't know how to swim, nigga. And as you know, you suffocate because you don't really drown. Well, until your body deteriorates and your lungs and all your organs full of water and amoebas and fish and everything else is eating off your ass. But that's somewhere down, like a few days down the road, you know. Proper guidance is key. The inversion of the rainbow is not by accident. The movement away from ancient color spectrum is no accident. Replacing indigo with black is not by accident. None of it is. Absolutely. But because nobody was thinking that way, nobody was aloof to pay attention, and because we are not who we were, which we need to return to, we're caught up in it. But now we're in there because they've used chemicals and everything else to subjugate. They've used, how do you say it? Operations Red and Orange to mitigate, so that way you won't make a response. Because now you got the same people that said they were Americans growing up here who are against you, who pitted themselves against you because they've listened to their, who knew how to mind fuck and mind control these monkeys in costume. So it's a fear thing. It's not about anything right. When I said this is the Constitutional Republic, and I'm always rocking the blue flag with the white star, you got all these people, I'm sitting there, and they like, let me share this for instance. You got these Haitians, motherfucker, running around with a flag. We were the first black republic. Stupid motherfuckers. There you done fucked up right there. No, you were not. This right here, motherfucking the republic, motherfucker. You have the greater Tartary, the Republic of fucking Tartary. You're the outskirts. Talking about we won our freedom from France. Oh, they forget about Puerto Rico and the niggas from here that went and helped in Haiti. Oh, how about the fact that most of them niggas wasn't even around, because a lot of them niggas actually come from over in Africa, weren't even in that motherfucker flying that flag for that fight. When you want to talk about the Maroons and the Cameroons. See, that's where I have an issue with the world we live in, because everybody subjugated themselves to the pure ignorance of everything going around that has no reliability of reality, because it's unreliable, because it's all bullshit. But nobody wants to accept that because there's no reasoning. Nobody that speaks against that. Didn't I read not too long ago about, in fact, that those original people there, and the fact that a lot of our people down there, and a lot of their people up here, because we're one and the same. But no, you got the outside motherfucking forces, you got these fake scholars, these politicians, all these nasty grubbing motherfuckers who know the truth, parliamentary, and they love to make sure that they're educated with the fake history created by these bastards called Ashkenazi. Everything has been done because the gatekeepers were not gatekeepers at all. They didn't keep the gates protected. They let every feral motherfucking beast in there to subjugate and do our people in our slumber. See, that's what gatekeeping means, goddammit. But I know a lot of y'all don't know that, so I got to go pull out a book and read to you what it may mean. I'm telling you from what I've learned. What I remember. And that's what the fuck it is. Gatekeeping means to protect the gate. Or gatekeeping, once you open it and you lower the bridge over the moat, you gatekeep to keep it open. So that way you keep letting bastards come in who don't know no better. And bastards only another term for ignorance. To be bastardized, to be removed, written out, to be utilized, be the scourges of all sorts, regardless of the commodity. Who was being subjugated most, as if we created all the wars and shit? Looked down upon. Nigga, we ain't do shit. Went to sleep. A well-needed motherfucker. But the problem is a lot of niggas still sleep and the shit wore off. Well, there's a whole lot more shit I could talk about, but like I said, we got other days. Crayon colors. There's only two races. One that belong here and one that don't. That fucking simple. You can figure it out. And you don't have to accept the goddamn thing I say, which is cool too. Again, Simonius, T, appreciate that donation, brother. Y'all, my cash up still up. I'm gonna shout everybody out. What is it, Alexander? The listeners ain't get under the door, did they, nigga? No, you be down there eating. But anyway, I'm shout everybody out. Big Jers, respect you coming in. Nothing but love. Y'all, Big Jers know some shit, y'all. But you know I'm gonna speak on things. Oh, he knows his shit. Trust me. I chat with the brother. Look, the Big Jers know his shit. Snoo know her shit too. You better believe that. They know their shit. I showed you the books that I'm gonna get. The other one's a PDF. You can download it. I would advise y'all. Cure Meal. I just saw my notifications here turned off, but on here somebody said Cure Meal did a video. What? On Henry Rowe Schoolcraft? Oh, I'm gonna have to go look for it. Cure Meal did a Cure. I'm looking at it right now, y'all. Somebody just hit me up. I ain't gonna say your name. Cure Meal did a video on Henry Rowe Schoolcraft papers or something. I'm gonna go and look for it. But I have the book and you can download the PDF as well. It's good to also read things. It's very informative. You dig what I'm saying? And Henry Rowe tell you who the niggas is, who the original people of this land is. Hell, there's thousands of books to tell you that. And there's only a handful of made up little small this bullshit, that Hollywood narrative, fake ass. And even we played the Indians in the goddamn Hollywood movies for the first 20 fucking years. Write that off if you want. Dances with Wolves on my dick. So any fucking who, I'm gonna shout y'all off and get the fuck up out of here. Y'all can make donations. I order books like crazy. Y'all know that. I already got your Snoo, baby girl, and Rondo. Herbo, what's going on, beloved? Horus Allegory, good to see you in the house, beloved. Oh, you got the little, so they're sending in their little security. So they're sending a little goofy ass whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about. The little goofy motherfuckers here from the little gaming community of wannabe trolls as if they're gonna get paid or something. Yeah. Right on. Alicia and Cooper, what's going on, beloved? Oh, what's going on, beloved? What was that, Snoo? Oh, okay. Google.com search. Okay, I'm gonna check it out though. I always check everything out. Thank you for deleting that too, everybody. These idiots, man. They don't know. They don't have a clue. They want to feel. They want to have some good feelings. Holly Bellamy. You like? Did they pay y'all to be in a group of stupidity and inconsistence? Or is this the way for Sophia to still learn? No, Sophia wouldn't even waste the time over here because Sophia knows there's no way. But do they pay y'all to be as dumb as you are? And if you're a child, you're not supposed to be on here because it obviously, the guidelines of YouTube is, they can detect when it's copyright, like motherfucker getting paid from it. But is to make sure that it says not for children, as if that's going to stop you. But they're all about the rainbows and everything else, a perversion of children. This is what I'm saying, they're retarded. Holly Bellamy. You hear what I said? Many people have no idea colors many use today are recent colors, new, black, and white. Exactly. Fictional cat. Thank you, brother. Yes. Have been going on for a very long. Yes, some aliens to us, which the indigenous became a part of, not intentionally, but reactionary. But we need to remain reactionaries. The thing is, at that time we were reactionary because it's in our DNAs to fight back. The problem is, we have parents who failed us. And when I say that, I'm talking about the X generation. They fucked us up. Not all of us, but a lot did. Hard eggs, they saw a lot of death, and they had to deal with us in a changing time, because we are those in betwixt the time from the boomers and that before it. To right now where you have the fools. And if we don't extrapolate and do our best, because they're going to hide us from them, and make sure that their ignorance reigns supreme. They become the ignorance of stupidity. and the kings and queens of ignorance. That's a whole other dynamic. Trust me when I say a not good one. And so we must forego all that shit, and we must stay astute and astern, and we must keep pushing forward. A lot of you. Okay? They can identify with any gender, but we won't identify with our own family. See, first of all, these motherfuckers can't tell us who the fuck we is. See, that's the problem. That y'all even... I had to burp like a mother. Hold on, I'm trying not to be all like Lex Will. Fart. It's natural, y'all. Stuff is good. Empty stomach, well, not so empty. Black seed oil, fermented vitamin, B, multivitamin, and then rise coffee with a teaspoon of cinnamon. It hits hard, y'all. Anyway, that y'all even think that these dumb motherfuckers even think that there's some kind of privilege to think they can tell us who the fuck we are? That y'all entertain that? Man, you tell them who the fuck they is, and see, the truth is like blood, thicker than snicker and thicker than water. And fuck what they feel. Know who you are, and that's it. Don't be debating and arguing. Let them look around, because right now, you're the one laughing, and you don't have to laugh. See, a serious motherfucker just looking at motherfuckers like, But you don't have to be threatening. You can see them for what they are. But know this, there is a marginal line. Tartarian versus barbarian. One and the same, brother. One, the truth. The other one, the persecuted. JB, what's going on, baby? What's going on, beloved? Are you guys seeing the new streaming format, or is it just me? No, it is real. I'm seeing it. Definitely. Caesar, to the new format, it's a test. Yeah, it is. It is. Oh, the motherfucker. Hey, see, this is when it could be a computer, but it's usually somebody in another country doing the monkey shit. So don't pay him no mind. Is that a new gun? Retarded ass, whatever. Pat, what's going on? Grand Elevations, beloved. What's cracking? What's cracking? What's happening, baby? India is a corporation. You could say that. Yeah. Why are you attempting to act like you are the hue of a man? Adrian Rivera. New don't have nothing to do with the goddamn gun. Shut that shit up before I remove you permanently. Sounds so stupid, like a fucking retarded ass new age dumb fucking fed running around in a costume or foreigner. Shut the fuck up. Guns all over and wars everywhere. Shut the fuck up before I remove you completely. And that's no emotions or feelings. I'm just making a statement. You can deal with it. You ask a question. I'm making a statement. Stupid asses. We are magnetic beings. We attract what we need along with what is on our mind. Stupid. They bring these dumb motherfuckers over here. Probably the internet. Motherfucker don't know how to communicate. Never will. Mr. Baku. Okay. Thank you for the cash app, baby girl. The side is ongoing. Keep a majority of people deaf, dumb, and blind. Big time. Maintain a degree of 33 out of 100, hence Negro. Fact, lower frequency track and maintain lower frequency. Chaotic magic. That's magique. That's exactly what the fuck it is, bro. And it's like fake ass, check it out, fake ass good soup. You can season anything that tastes any way. When I watch that special on that human meat, they're growing this, well, they're actually serving the shit. The guy literally says, oh, and you can season it to taste any way you want. That's why I keep saying, all buying this ground pork, you eat rats, ratatouille, motherfucker. All you motherfuckers down there in Louisiana getting that ground beef, you eating them river rats. The motherfuckers ain't even indigenous to the goddamn land. But hey, man, keep eating this shit. These motherfuckers is a big experiment. When we had the East Coast, the biggest gardeners, now they come from California, with the nigga, we had the best everything. You could drive on any corner growing up, and motherfucking Mr. Tin with them be out there with the watermelons, the cantaloupe, the mangoes, the motherfucking melons, the goddamn everything. Cucumbers, cabbage, collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens. Man, we used to have and beans. Real beans without no pesticides and shit back in the 70s. Now look at a nigga over in the East Coast. Everybody's striving, talking about getting a house, a car, this, that. I'm going to college, looking like retards, black, Masonic, blah, blah, blah. Purple and gold, walking with the drawers past the ass and the cheeks hanging out. What the fuck? That's the chaos and magic. And people, they hold themselves to it as if it is something. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, what was that? Uzbekistan. Hey, what's going on, brother? Still put you hid you from the time you out, but my apologies. How you doing there, brother? If you're really from Uzbekistan, respect. I have actually friends over here from Uzbekistan. Turkey, Uzbekistan, quite a few places. So salute, beloved. What's happening? Let me see. Do you think there is a coincidence the laser does not affect blue? Of course. But you should already know that. I don't want to discuss that on here, brother. We get a chat. You know what I'm saying? I already discussed it and how it was made and who actually made it and why it's royal. But that's a whole nother a whole nother conversation. Yeah, but the large part, that's a whole nother dynamic. But blue is more important than that. There's a reason why. And it's bigger than, and we can discuss that, like I said. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can have that chat and you can share that information, whatever. I'm not going to do that on here. There's a lot of people talking about it, as I was stating earlier on, right? What was that? Oh, that's all right, baby girl. That's all right. As long as they didn't say something about that, like, I'm at the range. I got to clean it. Like, that's why it's up there. I got to break it down and clean it. I got everything right here. That's if you were looking, you saw the weed bag behind it. It's all my rifles. Oh, my goodness. Oh. I got my oils right here. I got all my bore cleaner and stuff right here. And I'm not going to do that on here because it's against their little goofy guidelines of faggotry. So I like using my old, from back in my first rifle, back when I was in high school, my first rifle. Yeah, I still keep this, y'all. That's how old this is. I refilled it, but this is from my old shotgun from way back. Oh yeah, y'all saw some of the books I still got from my Uncle Highbury, based on 1978, 1980, and 82. I keep things. I used to be with my green rucksack. I had my books wrapped up in bubble wrap. How you getting all that stuff in there? Because, we roll our stuff. We roll our socks. So we can fit everything in there. And I used to have a bag that was damn near 2-time heavy going on flights. You'd be like, I'm surprised, how your back? I just roll it extra tight because my hands, I always did the Bruce Lee exercise, the metal cloth, So I roll shit really tight because I have a grip. I'll be grabbing hands damn near 2 times my size, still putting a vice on the motherfucker, talking about this little nigga got a strong grip. It's facts. So I got to break it down and clean it up. I got to change the batteries. I got to do a few things. And I'm about to add something else to it. So that's part of that discussion is going to go on there. But it's all right. As long as nobody's talking dumb stuff. And the little sexy thing, that's by YouTube's security team that puts those pornography things out. Nobody else is doing it. There's nobody foreign in Hindustan. My apologies, Hindustan. It's not them doing it. It could be compartmentalized to those who work for them. Because we know it's a bunch of idiots, but it's YouTube who's telling you go by guidelines with the same perverse fucktards that put that stuff up there. Talking about music that literally isn't copyrighted because it's not making fiat and it's not created by music. You can't go and download it on a music stream or anything else. It's talking about copyright because they're insatiable when people are bothering them or emotional feelings they're targeted and flagged because of the monkeys in certain parliaments that shouldn't be there because there are still good guys who harm the good guys who work there in the agencies. All right? That's why I said we got to protect FBI, CIA, the good guys. And you should know who they are by now. Kind of. Because the bad guys are in all those departments. You look at everybody in politics right now, then none of them, not... Some may be put on the act. But the majority of them are no good. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I just wanted to share that information. Been over here over an hour and a half. I shared some tea. I hope it was good for you. Maybe y'all look at things a little different. It's up to you to research it. It's up to you. Do I have feelings and stuff in this? It's not like you. Like I said, some shit's important. If you don't want to see importance, you want to think that you can relegate your thought to my perception of things, man, you fucked up right there. Don't even have to go beyond that. A lot of you will because you're emotionally unstable, you're chemically lobotomized, you don't want to change the dynamics of what you eat and this, that, and other. I watched a friend of mine the other night on one of his YouTube channels talking about, yeah, me and my old lady went to Olive Garden and I went and hit him up real quick. I said, Nick, is you stupid? Oh, he went to Fat Olives here over in Flagstaff. This nigga, is you stupid? That's all I said. He ain't put no question marks like he didn't understand. Because he knows. See what I'm saying? So anyway, make the change, y'all. Take a week from eating, motherfuckers. Oh, I want to ask any of y'all, have y'all ever had quinoa? Quinoa is good for breakfast anytime you eat. But with jackfruit, with teriyaki flavored jackfruit, I'll share it with y'all. I wanted to have some avocado. I'm thinking about going to get some. I'm not trusting the avocados. The avocado, they're not the same, y'all. They are not the same. At least not here. I even told the manager, I was good friends with her husband. I said, my avocados aren't the same. But anyway, I was in Panera, looked at the menu and walked before. Yeah, stop going to them fucking places. None of that stuff's any good. You know what I'm saying, baby girl? Ate some baked. Yeah, if you know what? I want to say, get as much as you can now. But they are packaging and they're doing some things that a lot of food's fucked up on them aisles, y'all. All right, a lot of breads ain't the same, so just be mindful. All right, don't be careless. All right, and that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a nice dick too. You want to see that? You want to shoot that? It shoot you right in the eye. Yeah, a dick. You can charge it a couple times. You can charge it a few times. You could squeeze the magazines and shit. Pop your eye right on out. Stupid motherfuckers. Okay, baby girl. Anyway, number love and respect, beloved sisters, brothers, 2-in-1. You already know. And yes, this is my beard. People that know me, don't follow me for years, know that this is my beard. There ain't nothing done to it. I just keep trimming and trimming it. I was gonna let the sides in. They're a little curlier right here, but it's like wind blowing, and it gets a little curly, but it's the same under here, and then right here is a little. It's my weird. Shit is weird. So if somebody hit me up, yeah. What did I say about my Gmail? Ask some decent questions. Stop worrying about worry about what the fuck you look like in the mirror. All right, and work on them insides, cause them fucking insides I know it's fucked up. All right. Anyway, hit y'all back in the room.